It's been never ending for months over a fucking coffee company.
Is going on here? Care to explain? And you lied to me. All you did was fucking lie to me. I even told you I was going to address it. What you're doing right now is very female coded.
I mean, you know, you're also a person that probably believes that strippers really like you too.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting anxiety about it, which made it worse. And but other than that, that was over a week ago now. So this week has been good. I survived a bachelor party.
This that prom shit. This that what we do. Don't tell your mom shit. Bound to fall in love. Cheer bear.
Anywho, on to the quartering. Right. So it came out, I believe yesterday, that Jer's Buy CBC website was actually an affiliate link. It's a redirect page to his Amazon affiliate link, which he gets commissioned if you purchase anything within 24 hours. He has never disclosed this in any of his videos, which is against Amazon's associate policy and FTC regulation. This is kind of like what the honey scam was doing. He's on par with the honey scam, which is really funny. I had no idea that. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Why wouldn't JR do something like that? That seems like right up his alley. No wonder he's been plugging it so hard. Not only can he not make his own storefront work, but he has to make an Amazon one so he gets a little extra profit. Hilarious. I mean, why not? Why not just, you're already lying to your audience about what your coffee company is. You might as well just get a few extra dollars while you do it. I mean, it's not surprising coming from JR. Right, it's not surprising, but hilarious. Of course. Preemptive like, I just liked this because I liked it, you know what I mean? A shout out to the @QuarteringVlogs Twitter account. In other news, right as I was getting the stream ready, right as I was getting my docket prepared, Jeremy started pulling up. It's Miller time. He got a little too much Fireball. He drank a little too much of the devil's cider and has been tweeting like fucking crazy. He goes,
"It's so sad to see all these people." Sorry. Okay, lock in. Everyone lock in.
Lock in. Oh, there we go.
"It's so sad to see all these people spending hours, days, and months trying to destroy my coffee company. All while they scream about how bad life ruination is. They're all participating in it. I won't be bullied. It's really sad to see so many of my former friends doing it too."
I'd like to remind you guys, this is the same guy who tried taking down the Keno Casino. This is the same guy Chrissy Mayer defended and lost everything over having a lack of principles and just being a wretched loser, malicious snake. This is the same guy who loves deplatforming people, who criticize him specifically. He's gone after so many different channels now. Anyways.
"It's been never ending for months over a fucking coffee company. Way beyond critique or seeking truth. They're obsessively trying to destroy my life. It's been going on for months."
He tweets like Chris Chan. He actually tweets like Chris Chan.
All while moralizing and pretending to be the good guys. It's fucking pathetic. One day, when they succeed, either via fraudulent reporting, flagging, or when I decide it's just not worth it anymore, all they will have done is hurt the livelihoods of dozens of people who depend on this company. Does that sound like a righteous goal? This shit was for the lulz months ago. It's moved way beyond into destroying this company because they know I care about it. People participating in it are evil. I don't make enough money to deal with this. So when it's gone and they laugh, remember, you're not the good guys.
This shit's so funny to me because it's like, he lives on a ton of land. Like, his property is worth a good chunk of change, without a doubt. He shows it off in his quartering vlogs. He was showing off the prices of things in his setup in his vlogs. Showing off his dog's little training camp. Like, all sorts of shit. Super fucking, like, flexing on his fucking fans. And now he's like, I don't make enough money. Like, you lose that. You can't e-beg, then have a plenty of money, then openly scam your fans. You can't have it every other way. The Quartering always wants to have it every way. He wants to be a victim in every way possible, but also be unbothered. All right, but let's continue his, unbothered talks.
I know even posting this will inspire a new wave of videos about me crashing out.
I love when he does this. I know even posting this. I love when he does this shit. The acknowledgement of him being a lolcow every single time. So fucking good.
But I have a lot of responsibility for the people that depend on this business. Of course I care. I've spent years building this, but it's no longer fun. It would be much easier to just close it down. Anyway, I spent the weekend getting the website all updated, looking and working much better now. If you want to check it out, here's the link.
Convenient that the website started working just fine when he's called out for the Amazon storefront. Don Flurgandy says, here's a bright idea, Hambly. Apologize. Stop crying and apologize for false flagging and deplatforming Kingdom Casino and multiple others, for scamming and lying your fan/audience, for stealing content, for your creepy behavior towards women, and for the sleazy business practices. You could literally man the fuck up and apologize and stop blaming everyone else in the world for your problems. Yes, you are receiving a lot of criticism online and are the butt of every joke, but there's a reason why everyone is telling you that you're wrong, besides the women you pay $500 a show. Think about that. Did you see the casino fan that was actively threatening to kill Jeremy? I wonder if the FBI finally got him. The Quartering was calling in the FBI on some quote-unquote casino fan. Personally, obviously, if that's real, I don't know the validity of that. I intended to put that on the docket this week because I've seen all sorts of things about it. It just seems convoluted, but ultimately, all I know is if that is a thing, if that's actually a thing, which I already have my doubts on to begin with, but if that actually is a thing, I'm not going to blame the Kino Casino for having a crazy fan. Just like I'm not going to blame iDubbbz for having a crazy fan that shot up a fucking school, which is a real thing. Look it up. Just like I'm not going to blame a Hassan Piker fan for doing something. Like, I'm not going to blame someone who's just a fan of someone, because the Kino Casino has never outright stated, go kill this person. The Kino Casino has never once encouraged violence. And anybody who interprets that most likely is just playing crazy. They're just playing crazy. If someone threatens to hurt someone, or God forbid actually tries it, and saying like the person who inspired it was like someone who's never encouraged violence and was at most just making fun of or criticizing someone, that person's not at fault. I'm sorry. That's like saying PewDiePie is at fault for like that racist shooter who said subscribe to PewDiePie. Like, that's nuts. Like, why would you, like, no. If the death threats are true, yeah, it's fucked. I'm totally not cool with that. And I doubt the Kino Casino would be either. Of course not. It's like way past the line. I'm pretty sure everybody who follows that kind of stuff always has like a policy or covers that stuff, always has a policy of don't touch the poo, right? Don't meddle. Don't, even engage. So it's like, I'm not going to blame the Kino Casino because I've never heard them encourage violence on anyone. Of course. But yeah, he's not going to apologize. People are fucking crazy. And when people become crazy, if you use that as an opportunity to take someone else down or place blame on someone completely undeserving who's never like encouraged violence in any way, shape, or form, I just think like you're using a crazy person's craziness as an excuse to attack someone. That's ridiculous. Anyways, let's see how the Quartering's relaxing weekend of unplugging from the internet with his wife is going. The Quartering recently again stated that he was going to unplug from the internet. There was a while where he said he was going to be away from Twitter. He made another Twitter account. There are many occasions of him doing this, but he recently said he was going to unplug again. Let's see what happened. I've never seen an obsession quite the same. It's nice to have fans. I've always enjoyed your videos. The critical drink. I don't get this. Oh my God. Why not post this from the official account you haven't posted from in over a year? I guess talking about coffee, you wearing coffee. And he goes, because your mom doesn't love you. I need to fix the display thing on this. My bad. He's just fucking seething. And Baring, who's one of Quartering's old friends, he did a podcast called The Incredible Salt Mine with him for a long time, has recently been going a lot harder on the Quartering publicly.
I am loving this this like I'm happy living my life arc that you're on, because the like people got mad when you like said the F slur. People got mad when you said, hey, Republicans shouldn't have a big tent. But they're really mad about you just being like, I don't give a
I know.
Yeah, I'm just
like,
doing my thing.
I'm
Yeah.
having fun being a housewife, going to the gym.
I'm so proud of my
carrying
daughter.
a
What the fuck? I'm sorry. You just call. Oh, God. They're like the same age, too. Believe it or not. They're like the same age. I think she might be fuck. Oh, my God. Goodness. What the fuck? I'm so proud of my daughter. Her voice, though, actually.
I'm just doing my thing.
I'm having fun being a house.
I'm having fun being a housewife.
Going to the gym.
I'm having fun being a housewife going to the gym.
I would, like, actually self-destruct if I had to stand in a room with that individual for more than an hour. Goodness gracious. Like, all the power to the people who watch this and clip this every fucking day. Like, goodness gracious. I would, no. Self-destruction. Bering says, the friendship experience packing is 500 for the hour. I'll wash your balls and call you daddy, but no kissing. Melanie Mac, probably. True. And speaking of Bering, he made a video on the quartering about 8 days ago about their friendship. And I haven't seen this yet, and I'd like to watch it. So we're going to check this out. Disclaimer, this is fair use. Don't bully. Bullying is gay. Okay, that's our disclaimer. That's our disclaimer.
All these people that called themselves my friends, some of these people I had been, in my opinion, friends with for over 10 years. And for the most part, the first chance they could get to make a buck off me in a time when it was popular to do so.
Notice all the cuts to make this well-paced because you just can't get fucking words out.
So that's exactly what they did. I could do a 2-hour video and lay out just how much of a piece of garbage
Then do it, pussy.
just about everybody I've worked with is.
Okay, I'll bite. He's talking about me in a very passive-aggressive, womanly fashion. So
We are gonna watch the original. But yeah.
the quartering drama continues. Now, I've only made one video about this whole thing. I've largely stayed out. I've kind of lost interest. I couldn't really give a fuck. The guy fucked up, and
I totally agree with this. I kind of lost interest in Royal too. After I made my video, even if he like directly responded to it, which I didn't expect him to, it was going to be a one and done. Unless he made like enough content to respond to, it was going to be a one and done. I didn't even plan to content deputy in any way, shape, or form. But he just keeps doing shit. And it's like, it's hard not to watch the train wreck.
he's getting his licks. Surprise, fucking prize. Now, if you've got no idea what I'm talking about, you should watch
Oh, editor, you're fired.
this video. I think I did a pretty good job breaking down like the initial
That's a wild thumbnail.
drama. Now, since then, the only major thing that's happened from my point of view is he sneakily deleted a podcast I did with him and Count Dankula. He did it to
True.
try and kind of reduce the heat he was getting, I suppose. But 7 or 8 years of this podcast, right, just down the drain, just deleted. But he tried to blame me for it for some reason. Like he was saying, oh, thanks, Bering, good friend. We've obviously been false flagged and this is your fault, good friend, Bering. Like a pussy. And that's going to be the theme of this video. The quartering is kind of a massive pussy. He's a passive-aggressive,
True.
massive pussy. Now, I'm not going to relitigate the whole thing in this video. Like I said, watch my previous video
I did watch this on my own.
to get caught up on the whole situation. But Jeremy recently had some words to say about me. So I think a response is appropriate. Let's have
Right. So we did cover him deleting the Incredible Salt Mine. We actually caught it live happening. It happened while we were streaming. And he tried to pretend like it was false flagged. And he deleted all of his live streams for that matter. And because I had just made the video, I had the recent links to the live streams that I had put on like 4K video downloader to cover, right? I put them in the thing and it says video removed by uploader. So he just fucking lied about deleting the Incredible Salt Mine. Fucking lied that the channels were taken down. He fucking lied that his streams were taken down. And he was trying to blame it on somebody else. Then he tried to blame it on his editor or his manager or whatever, which comes and goes in existence. This supposed editor comes and goes. So I have no idea if he actually has an editor or not. I have no idea. I can't trust a word out of the quartering's mouth, and neither should you. But anyways, yeah, that's a little rundown.
Look, let's go!
All these people that called themselves my friends, some of these people
Why does he... Okay, you guys can't see this, but why does he do this? He's got his shitty fucking logo up here. Nobody cares about your shitty fucking branding. This is just a video. It's like he wants every video. Maybe he just only watches live streams and he thinks normal videos are just branded every single time. I don't understand it. He's always done this. Like, it's gone down substantially over the years. He still has the layout on his main channel, but it's gone down a good bit. It used to just be fucking template every single time without fail. But he always needs to throw in this fuck-ass branding and dumbass fucking logos and shit. I never understand it. Like, why? It just feels like it makes it look more dated and shitty, in my opinion.
Been, in my opinion, friends with for over 10 years. Knew their families, celebrated the birth of their kids.
Now, he's talking about me here. There's no doubt about it. Friends for 10 years, knew their family. He knows my wife. He's spoken to my wife. Celebrated the birth of their kid. That's me. And later he goes on to say, oh, just to make a single video, to profit off my downfall. That's fucking me. That's me. He's just too much of a pussy to say it's me. But let's talk about the celebrating of the birth of their kids thing for a sec, Jeremy. Remember
I remember a certain tweet of him celebrating the birth of Count Dankula's baby. And his comment was fucking nuts. Like, he said something fucking nuts. Like, I know it was a joke, but like, Jesus Christ.
This clip.
Look, I've been open. Like I'm 42. Like I'm not necessarily.
Why is he? Like, dude, I rock back and forth a little bit. I got ADHD. That happens sometimes, but he's fucking. Like,
we're out of time, but like, it's something you think about when you get
I thought it was just his head moving around. It's his whole fucking body.
older. And
having kids is fucking great though. It's fucking great.
Well, give me one of yours.
Holy shit! What? What? See, they're trying to interpret that as a joke. Give me one of them. Editor, give me one of your children top and bottom text on the quartering right here. Actually, don't. You don't need to worry about that. That's fine. Or do. Or don't. Nah, I'm not paying you enough to do that for highlights. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Look at Melanie Mac's face. There it is.
Thanks for rubbing it in your face.
I thought we were friends. You have two. You only need one.
Cameroon.
This one's autistic, but she's like Rain
If you like that voice, Alex, you're going to enjoy the next video.
Man autistic. It's fucking
I
great.
love it. You're going to be rich one day. She's going to invent like an app or something.
Like that's the thing is that she's like smart as fuck autistic, and she did something scary the other day. She talks and sings and speaks all the fucking time, like constantly.
Yeah.
But she doesn't verbally communicate. She'll take your hand and lead you somewhere and everything, right?
Yeah.
However, we've recently figured out that she understands every single fucking thing that we're saying and knows what we're saying. And it's terrifying. Like, we've even had like staff at the speech and language clinic going, she knows what we're talking.
I'm not over what he said. I'm not over what he said. Give me one. Like, that's fucking nuts.
About.
Yeah,
and everything. Yeah, she's
your
smart.
daughter was asking about what double penetration was.
What the fuck?
I don't.
Look now. Okay, look at Melanie's face. She's absolutely disgusted. She's shocked. Hannah Claire does not know how to react, but she's thinking up there. Look at that. He looks offended. Holy shit! He actually fucking Count Dankula looks fucking offended. Oh god!
Wait, where he got that?
I mean, you can.
He said, "Wait, what?"
Hear those chicks audibly gasp.
Wait, where he got that?
Yeah. And if it says 1,000 words, holy shit.
So let's just break down what just happened.
I'm afraid.
Jeremy's dear friend of 10 years. And by the way, Dankula's gonna fucking hate. I mean, he's probably gonna hate that I've brought him up here. He doesn't like drama, but I'm sure he'll forgive me. Please forgive me, Dank. But Dankula is describing how proud he is of his non-verbal autistic daughter for making the progress that she's made. And you can see it on Dankula's face. He's so fucking proud. His face lights up when he's describing this. And I know the feeling. I can relate. I've never told anyone on the internet this except for Dankula. I mean, there's never been a reason to. But when Dankula describes his daughter, he could be describing my daughter. My daughter is autistic. ASD level 3.
Damn, what the fuck is... What's in the water, man? No, sorry.
mostly non-verbal. She's incredibly smart and outgoing and one of the happiest kids you'll ever meet. But yeah, ASD level 3, mostly non-verbal. She's 6 years old. She's in intensive speech therapy and occupational therapy, and she's making really good progress. And when you have a kid that faces challenges like...
Sorry, that was mean. That was a joke. I shouldn't have said that.
That when they make progress, when they make some progress, you are honestly like it's indescribable. The fucking
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that are turning the freaking kids autistic. Sorry. See, I doubled down on it. That was even stupider. Why did I do that? That wasn't funny. I apologize.
Pride that you feel. And that's what you can see on Dankula's face.
Yeah,
like,
no,
as I said, my daughter is 6 years old. She's probably got the verbal capabilities of like a 3-year-old, say a 3.5-year-old. She just started saying, I love you, daddy, in the last like year. You know what I mean? So when they make these steps, it's such a good moment. And he's portraying...
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was like a comedy show. Like, I'm pretty sure The Incredible Salt Mine was meant to be like more lighthearted and like crazy shit could be said. Like that's the time and the place. The TheQuartering's channel isn't really meant to be that. It's supposed to be more of like a podcast talking about shit happening, right? Like talking about current events and stuff and interviewing their guests. More serious, not a comedy show. And even if it was a comedy show, that comment would have been fucking nuts. But like they're talking about a serious subject. And then he just says something fucking insane about this guy's daughter. His child.
This pride to his dear friend of 10 years. And what does Jeremy fucking say? Oh, she was asking me about double penetration. You
fucking nut. That is an insane thing to say.
Realize you're a fucking prick, right? Like if one of my friends said that to my face, they'd probably get a fucking backhander. Now let me just clarify. I think what Jeremy was trying to do is he was trying to be funny. See, on the Tism
Yeah, I didn't gather that one.
Podcast, the podcast that Jeremy deleted, when my daughter was born, I think the chat sort of had a running joke of, you know, let's start the 18-year countdown. You know, it was a fucking skeezy internet joke. And it was something you'd expect from a fucking live chat, you know what I mean? And so that sort of became a joke. When Dankula's kids were born, the joke came...
Different time.
...up again. And so Jeremy was trying to sort of do that. But there's a big fucking difference between randos on the internet...
Randoms on the internet talking like parasocially, and then somebody who you know, like I totally understand that.
Saying, oh, 18-year-old fucking countdown. And your dear friend of 10 years saying, oh, she was telling me about double penetration.
Right. He also did that whole 18-year countdown type thing about Dankula's daughter when she was born on Twitter. That was the crazy thing that I was referencing. I remember that. I'm pretty sure it's like in the content cup.
After he was telling you about how proud he was of the progress she'd made. Now, Dank kind of laughed this whole thing off because he was being a polite guest. He didn't want to make waves. I kind of understand that. But like I said, Jeremy, if you were my friend and you were in front of me and you said something like that, back of my fucking hand. I mean, this incident was even written about by Luther Morgan in his
Oh, man.
book, the Lolcow book. There's a whole fucking page on it. By the way, check out Amazon. I think it's on Amazon. It's a good read. But this has been
Is that an affiliate link?
published, Jeremy. My point is, you don't know our families. You're not close with us like that. Or me and my family at the very least. You're a fucking prick. Let's continue.
And for the most part, the first chance they could get to make a buck off me in a time when it was popular to do so, that's exactly what they did. And hey, Baba.
Oh, the dog.
Don't knock that over. But Ruby. But I mean, you could just say nothing too during times of tumultuous stuff.
Yeah, God, he makes me want to go to fucking sleep every time he's fucking on, dude. I just get like, he's like saying nothing, dude.
Could have said nothing, but that would make me a massive hypocrite, wouldn't it, Jeremy? See, when Matt Jarbo flagged down all those motherfuckers, we all said something. That's shithouse behavior. Now, you fucked up. No, wait, that's not even the right wording. You were intentionally and arrogantly malicious. You tried to destroy the livelihoods of people. You tried to destroy someone's YouTube channel.
Yep.
And what me and a few other people
he did.
Called friends did is simply police our own.
I would be completely fine with all of everything that's going on, even though we may disagree on certain things. If they would police their own, there are lots of problems in each community, and nobody ever really wants to seem to police their own. They have shown that they won't police their own. So rather than police their own, they don't police their own, meaning
They don't get bad faith actors out of their groups. I wish they would police their own a little bit more. What has to happen is they have to police their own.
And if I wanted to make a buck off you, Jeremy, I would have made a lot more than one video or two now. I could have made a lot of money off you. Look at people like Luther Morgan. Look at people like Don Flurgundy. Those guys have started what could be very lucrative YouTube careers off your downfall. And fucking power to them. You did the same thing with Brie Larson, for fuck's sake. But I don't know if it's...
I think he still does, fuck.
Just like pulling up the ladder sort of thing.
Well, like not as often, but he still mentions her.
But like I said, you've become arrogant and a prick. I was thinking...
I feel that though. Like sometimes I wonder, what if I just went the full like route of like every video was shitting on Hassan or iDubbbz, or every video Hassan in title and thumbnail, and just I'd probably be fucking rich right now. But I don't know. That's by the way, that is not a slight to anybody who does do that. Man, get your bag. If that's something you enjoy talking about, that's all you. But I wouldn't have enjoyed that.
About it just after all this happened, right? And I think your fucking problem is that you've developed what I call media company syndrome. See, you had a YouTube channel and you got very successful. You got like 1 million subscribers. You got 2 million subscribers. You got a fuckload of views. And all of that happened because you were relatable. See, a lot of people post...
Okay, Bearing, shut up. That's not, I don't remember that. I don't remember this guy ever being relatable. I don't know about that. I don't know. I personally never really liked the quartering, but maybe some people did. Maybe they were able to relate to him. I really couldn't, but I don't know.
Quartering drama. Ask me, what did anyone ever fucking see in Jeremy?
Exactly. Okay, there we go. We're getting somewhere. That's the $1 million freaking question. What did anybody ever see in Jeremy? I don't know.
The answer is you were relatable. You were just a fat guy from fucking Wisconsin. You played with cards, you bitched about movies, that sort of thing. You're just some guy in his spare bedroom talking shit. Just like the rest of us. Just like the Keno Casino. Just like Yellow Flash. Just like Camelot. And you're still just a prick in his spare bedroom talking shit into a microphone. But you've kind of developed this belief that you're like a media company now. You've got all this stuff. You're a big important motherfucker. Now, there's nothing wrong with having staff. There's nothing wrong with having editors and that sort of shit. But you became so big and so arrogant and so media company brained that you thought your shit didn't stink. And it very much does fucking stink. That's why you thought you could silence people who were being mean to you on the internet. But
yeah, that is the one thing that you just cannot do. I feel like a lot of people have earned that criticism over the years. I remember when Philip DeFranco was doing that kind of stuff, and he still does get that kind of criticism. Mr. Beast gets that kind of criticism a lot. The other aspect of it that he's talking about is the arrogance of the host, of the person running it. That's where a lot of the pitfalls, that's where the majority of the criticism, that's where you just really kind of lose everything. Being less personable is one thing. Being an arrogant asshole is another, right? Which I still think being less personable is a net negative on your personal reputation, right? It happens.
But if people wanted to watch a media company like Fox News, then they'd watch Fox News. People tune into YouTube, for the most part, to watch a motherfucker with a microphone talking shit in his spare bed.
Well, I think that's true. I do concur. You know, you have to grant that nowadays, because people just don't want to pay for cable these days as much, or they, you know, don't want to fucking pay for however they can get their fucking news, a news organization or whatever, they will get it through social media. And sometimes some of those people go to a channel maybe like The Quartering for their news instead, using, I guess, new media or social media or whatever. Or not Filthy Frank, Philip DeFranco was able to do that for his thing. Now he pretty much only covers real world news and politics and shit. He used to do YouTube stuff, but sometimes people want to watch a guy in a bedroom with his... I'm not in my bedroom, I'm in my living room. It's a little different, okay? A little different. But sometimes, you know, there is a market for it on YouTube. And I think it's better to be more personable. But just because it's also available on cable doesn't mean people are going to go to cable or want to necessarily pay for cable. I feel like YouTube has presented itself as another option. But I get what Bearing is trying to say. If you're not a big media conglomerate, don't act like a big media conglomerate, and which I agree with.
And as a fellow motherfucker with a microphone talking shit in his spare bedroom, I am going to call you out and tell you the truth.
They're not your friend if they're not willing to call out bad behavior. That's what real friends do. Real friends don't expect their other friends to be in lockstep with them. Real friends interrupt you when you're making a mistake. Join a community of people that wants
you try
you there and will tell you the truth as they see it. Not act like a spoiled brat.
Let's continue.
Now, I'm not talking about my viewers, but I'm talking about other content creators who are all snakes.
God, that beard is disgusting.
I could do a 2-hour video and lay out just how much of a piece of garbage just about everybody I've worked with is.
Well, then why don't you fuck?
At a certain point, there's got to be a question that's asked, right? Sure, I'll grant. Sometimes you're gonna work with people that suck, right? Sometimes you make business relationships with the wrong people, and it happens to the best of us. But if it turns out that every single person or every single friend you've ever worked with turns out to be a snake, maybe that's about the time you got to start looking inward, right? It's not everyone else's problem. At a certain point, you got to realize, oh, this might be a me problem. I hate when people are unwilling to do that. The quartering, and it's so obvious with him. He says it all the time. Everybody I worked with ended up being a snake. Everyone fucking hates me. Well, maybe it's because you're the problem. Maybe you're just so unwilling to accept criticism. But it's like you can explain that to a lolcow a billion times and they'll never understand it.
Can do it. Stop being a pussy. For fuck's sake, you've got this mentality that like everyone snaked you. I didn't snake you. I came to you privately. Before I made that initial video, I came to you and I said,
That's the best thing you could do.
Fuck is going on here? Care to explain? And you lied to me. All you did was fucking lie to me. I even told you I was going to address it. I told you I was going to make a video. And after the fact, I'm some massive asshole. I didn't do anything I didn't tell you I was going to do. Stop being a bitch. If you've got dirt on people and you want to get revenge, then fucking do it. Reveal all. I don't give a shit. Because I, for the most part, am not a prick. And whatever you release is going to show that. Jeremy, do you hang out with many men? Like, do you have...
I wasn't expecting that pivot. I was not expecting that pivot.
Real friends in real life who are men, because what you're doing right now is very female coded. Like, I haven't thought about this shit for fucking months, and all of a sudden you pop back up having a subtle passive aggressive crack at something that was like a moment months ago. It just seems like very womanly behavior, like someone who probably wouldn't get along with men. Like, I tell my mates the truth all the time. It's what blokes do. It's a thing.
Exactly, and you just move past it.
A disagreement isn't the end of the world. It doesn't mean I want you to die or something. I don't think you like being told the truth. And I think there's proof. See, Luke started telling you the truth, and all of a sudden, miraculously, mysteriously, Luke's off the fucking show.
I respect people's time, and I don't want to bullcrap them. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to tell you stuff that isn't going to come out to be true just because it makes you feel good. Like, a real friend tells you the truth, right?
Right.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
a real friend tells you the hard stuff that you're not wanting to hear. They're going to tell you, put that soda down. You know, they're going to tell you, like, hey, you got to take care of yourself, right? So I prefer those people in my life. If you just want a show just to, like, be entertained and, like, be lied to and told sweet little nothings, I mean, you're also a person that probably believes that strippers really like you, too.
Yeah, so I reckon that.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And you know who wasn't there that day? Melanie.
That moment right there is why Luke's gone. I mean, he's gone because of money troubles, but he had to pick one. And Luke was
he got the old Yeller treatment.
Least favorite because he told him the truth. And he's not a fucking yes man like Melanie Mack. Like, literally, she's a yes man or a yes woman. All she does is say, yeah, that's great, Jeremy.
It was just that one day, and I think it might have been that
she does the fucking, I always fucking forget his name. From Zelda, the shopkeeper. Oh!
Just hadn't eaten anything. Yeah. And then I ended up getting anxiety about it, which made it worse. And but other than that, that was over a week ago now. So this week has been good. I survived a bachelor party. I did have a few of the ladies.
No, not Tinkle.
It's White Claws.
She's an annoying woman who turns up because you pay her $500 a fucking episode or something. I mean, Luke really hit the nail on the head with the thinking strippers like you thing. It's basically what's going on. Now, there was also this little number about a month ago. I saw a clip on Twitter. I thought, that's fucking me. He's talking about me. I couldn't be fucked responding, but we're here now. Let's do it.
Now, you could talk about certain quote unquote.
We watched this.
Internet friends that I thought I had over the years that were willing to turn on you for $100.
Jeremy, it wasn't $100. It was $735.
Oh shit!
Bucks and 79 cents.
Thank you for including the cents in there. Otherwise, I wasn't.
And you know where that
And by the way, damn, how long was that video?
Thought I had over the years that were willing to turn on you for $100.
Jeremy, it wasn't $100. It was 700.
That's pretty good CPM. That's pretty good CPM.
$35 and 79 cents. And you know where that $735 and 79 cents went? It didn't go towards a Cybertruck. It didn't go towards like 10 grand worth of kids playing cards.
Saving.
It didn't go towards a $30,000 saltwater aquarium or a fucking dog track or whatever the fuck you flex on your audience.
Yeah.
It went into a high growth index fund for my daughter. So in 30 years time when I'm old and feeble and fucked, that $735 and 79 cents will be my daughter's 15 odd grand. I mean, that's not a bad couple of hours work if you ask me. But that's besides the point. I didn't make that video to make a profit. I made that video because it should have been made. See, there's no cabal here, Jeremy. There's no conspiracy. There's no fuck Jeremy plot. What's happened here is really simple. A bunch of your peers called you a prick because you were being a prick. And now you're taking passive-aggressive jabs at people like a pussy. I even offered several times to jump on a live stream on your channel and discuss this whole thing. If you're being treated unfairly, if we're all wrong, if this is some sort of conspiracy against you, let's get it out in the open. But you won't do that because you're a, you know what I'm going to say. But here's the thing, Jeremy. You don't have to be a pussy. This is...
Oh, yeah. All of this is complete choice. But like I said earlier, trying to negotiate with lolcows never really works. They're not great at listening to criticism. Why would they listen to your criticism?
A choice you're making. You could confront this whole thing. You could man up and address everything. Being a pussy is not an immutable characteristic. It's just a choice. Just choose not to be a pussy. The offer's still open, by the way. Let's do it.
But most of those people that did that matched the stories about what I heard about them behind the scenes.
Such as?
You know, people that would sell.
What does that even entail?
Sell you out at your lowest moment to make a single video and profit from it. You could always kind of tell. And I'm not going to name names, but they know.
He's such a fucking pussy, man. He is. I'm not going to name names. Like, just fucking do it, man.
Who they are.
Wait, so you're telling me that you could always tell that I was like some massive asshole and you just never did anything about it? I think that is pathetic cope. You just don't like being confronted with the truth and now you're all salty about it. You're on your period. If you want to be like internet enemies, Jeremy, that's fine. I got no problem with having internet enemies. It's actually quite profitable. The retarded feminists of like the mid-2010s basically paid off my mortgage. But you know what's really fucking sad, man? At least the retarded feminists had the nutsack to say my name. Anyway, that's about me done. Thank you.
Damn. Wow. The quartering is worse than an SJW according to Bearing. And the quartering hates SJWs. That was a pretty good video. That shit was funny. Onward, the quartering vlogs channel. So he's still been doing the vlogs, shockingly enough. He's finally reached the 5,000 subscriber mark. We last covered this 2 weeks ago. So that is about a net 1,000 subscribers for a guy whose main channel has well over 1 million. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So we're going to check out a few of these.
I want to start out today's vlog.
Jesus Christ. I just looked at the guys. I just looked at the ratio. 500 likes to 619 dislikes. Although, again, every time I bring up the ratio, I have to say that the YouTube dislike add-on can be extremely inaccurate. It's really hit or miss. So trusting it is up to you, but I don't necessarily take its word for it. It's very hit or miss and easily manipulated.
Vlog and a little bit of a more solemn
I also don't doubt it for Jeremy, though.
note. absolute massive supercell just came through here right over the top of my house.
By the way, that fucking call to action was so loud.
About 15 miles north of me, it dropped a tornado, a pretty big tornado down in Appleton, just south of Appleton.
Why are you revealing nearby fucking locations?
Menasha, Wisconsin. Tornadoes are not uncommon in Wisconsin, but it's not exactly like Tornado Alley. Absolutely crazy day.
Wait, Jacksepticeye said YouTube should get rid of the dislike button? Why the fuck would he say that?
Power was in and out. Thankfully, we have backup generators. Spent a little bit of time in the basement. Fortunately, I was working, so I was already in the basement.
That shit's his fault. Ultimately, it's YouTube's fault, but
my heart goes out to the people who have their homes, their livelihoods, their lives destroyed by this tornado.
Yeah, it's so sad. Meanwhile, you're in your fucking 20 acres of fucking property.
Here in Wisconsin. And obviously, as a storm cell travels further south through Illinois, Michigan, Louisville, Kentucky, and things like that, I'm hoping it doesn't...
God, I understand he's bringing his mouth away from the microphone to breathe, but why is it every 2 fucking seconds? I thought he had Tourette's or something.
Drop any more tornadoes. Severe weather is a thing. It's fun.
He can't breathe. He's having breathing troubles.
When you're safe, and then once it gets not safe, it's suddenly not as fun anymore. And I'm going to share a little bit of footage from the aftermath and the actual tornado now for you.
So it's just not his content. By the way, he did re-upload. This reminds me. He did re-upload most of his shorts, and then he got another strike. So I don't know if he actually removed them again or not, but yeah, he's got another strike on his shorts.
Look at that. Reed, look at the car.
Look at the car. Why am I looking at someone else's destruction when it's not your property? Your, $1 million property is just fine. I'm sure that's probably...
If I'm in ketosis yet, I ordered some sort of test. Oh, by the way, your German Shepherd content of the week. Mr. Huckapapa.
That poor guy. Look at him. He looks fucking afraid.
Are you a GB, Huck?
I don't want to be on camera.
A good boy?
No.
Well, any hoozle.
I'm sorry? Any hoozle.
So now...
What the fuck?
I guess I'll do the blood test later today. Hopefully next week's vlog I'll know.
The reason vloggers were popular was because they were at least somewhat half interesting, or they tried to be somewhat interesting. Good morning, Low Gang. What's poppin', y'all? I'm just gonna fucking jump over a couple of cars and spank a bunch of big booty bitches. Let's go. We're gonna have a great fucking vlog today. It's about 10 minutes long and interesting. Or not interesting, but entertaining for an audience. This is not entertaining to anyone.
But early results have been encouraging. I'm down 7 pounds already, but when you're starting with such a high number, it's
when you're as fat as you are,
it's not that exciting. 1 to 2 pounds a week, that's my goal, and I kind of know that's probably all water weight.
I want Jeremy to go to the forest. I want him to go to the Japanese forest, dude. That vlog would be so much more entertaining. That vlog would be... doobie-doo. I really hate saying this. I think someone... there might be someone hanging there.
Keto's...
That would be fucking nuts.
Been pretty okay to stick with. I went to the EAA. I went to a bachelor party. I went.
He literally just said it's just water weight. It's just water weight. He's pulled a Nick Ocado.
To a couple other places, and I managed to stay on program. And so now today I'm working in.
I need some fucking legend to compile this vlog with just the
and some weight training, and a friend of mine helped me out with a very simple beginner plan. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people with feedback, but basically I've got this adjustable bench here, and I've got these
carpeted floor
weights here to work with.
You're working out on carpeted floor?
I also have the heavy bag, and I've got an Olympic...
you are not punching that.
Bar that goes in that section down there, and you can push it up. Also got some red light therapy to try and help with the
I mean, there's technically water and booze. Yeah, that's a good point.
The muscles.
The beer belly is just water weight.
But I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll keep you updated on that. So my current plan is...
Oh my God.
On Mondays is a dumbbell bench press.
Remember when he called these barbells last time? Last time he watched them, he thought dumbbells were barbells. He's a dumbass.
Press 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Then seated dumbbell shoulder.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna skip ahead to hopefully something a bit more interesting.
I can get to the 100. But I do have a lot of stuff.
Wait, hold on. I want to hear about his weight
by
loss.
the end of next year. Obviously, that would be extremely...
Dude, he made a whole fucking timeline for his weight loss, and this is such a dumb move to do, especially for someone like Jeremy, because when he inevitably doesn't meet these goals, he's just gonna get laughed at even harder.
That the weight will fall.
Why does he look so tired? I don't know. It's kind of default. He's always got the raccoon eyes.
Off, and my
cosplay of him was fantastic. As I'm looking at these vlogs, I'm seeing how much more accurate I was than I thought. I thought I was making a bit of a caricature, but it turned out to be a lot more accurate.
Goal is to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year, and 75 by my birthday in April, and then 100 by the end of next year. Obviously, that would be extremely, extremely aggressive. I mean, if I fall short and I'm at 75 pounds,
he's giving himself an out.
At the end of next year, that's great. Then the year after that, I can get to the 100. But I do have a lot of stuff in here that I can utilize once I lose some more weight and once my knee's recovered. Right now, I'm still on limited duty with my knee, but I've got a Bowflex, I don't know. We used to have a tread climber. This is just whatever their raisable treadmill is. So once I'm off, light duty with the knee, then...
His current excuse is his knee's bad. That's why he's not working out as hard as he should.
I'll work in some cardio, probably 30 minutes of cardio before each workout at least, or at least do cardio on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
The big ass TV in there.
I'll be able to use that until I lose some weight.
That looks like some shit that Squidward used to get to work every day.
That thing looks not quite giant sized, but that's where I'm at. I'm down 7 pounds in a week. Hopefully next week when I give you a little bit of an update, it's 9 or 10.
That's unlikely. Let's see. Oh, I mean, it depends. Like, we don't know how he's weighing in. You fluctuate heavily every day. If you do it like first thing in the morning, no clothes on, then you probably get your most accurate weight. If you do it at the end of the day after eating and shit, your weight's obviously going to be higher. So it really depends on when he's weighing in and how he's weighing in. I don't trust the quartering with anything. But yeah, let's skip ahead a little bit.
So that's the fat update.
All right.
Those numbers feel high, like 2 pounds a week or like peak weight loss for training. Exactly. And everybody realizes that when they're looking at weight shit in general, looking at how their weight fluctuates every day, if you're closely monitoring your weight, you know how heavily it fluctuates. So if you do the min or max, it's going to look like you're gaining and losing weight at a rapid speed, but you're really not. And then that change is going to look minuscule right after, and then you're going to get discouraged.
So another question from the comments.
Who the fuck is asking?
By the way, if you want me to cover stuff in the vlogs, I read the comments and...
Why would you tell me that? That's a horrible thing to tell me.
And I'm happy to add things to them.
All right, let's see what questions he's prepared to ask. Okay, of course, Melanie Mack is the top comment. You're a real one, Jeremy. No, he's not. My best friend is my wife. Never chatted with an e-girl before. Yeah, none of these. Careful. I think overdoing electrolytes can cause liver damage. These comments are heavily moderated. These comments are heavily moderated. I genuinely have a question. You said that these people weren't your close friends. Okay, the bearing stuff. Yeah, these comments are heavily moderated. 5K views and only 92 comments.
So a
on a vlog where he's asking people to comment.
Typical day for me, just preparing stories. We're going to talk a little bit about that, and we're going to talk a little bit about preparing for streams with Melanie specifically, because that was a question from the comments. Really preparing for the stream or preparing for that day's standalone topic. That starts the minute the
you need a fire editor, dude.
Previous day's topics end. So
even in the highlights, my editor, like whenever I will try to get most of it out.
Oh, I'm constantly on X.
We know. Oh, we know. We know. Even though you said you're unplugging.
I use the bookmark feature a lot. Bookmarking potential stories for the.
Yeah, I know you use the bookmark feature a lot.
Next day, I'm constantly checking, the main sites, Daily Mail, New York Post.
Also, he's got an NES Classic Edition up there, and he's also complaining about like not having enough money to save his fucking failing coffee company. It's shit like that where it's like, I see your toys, I see your property. I don't want you to. I don't want to hear your complaints about money. Okay, it just falls on deaf ears. He's got a set here. He's got a little shitty piece of fucking sticker.
Breitbart, Daily Wire, and then just my Google News feed. I have a specific news feed set up, Google Alert set up, and basically what happens is usually, my day ends at like 4 or 5.
I knew he had Google Alert set up. I didn't know how, but I knew he had some fucking alert thing for an article that he can just cover 6 to 8 times a day. Like that he gets a notification and then he boots up the stream or boots up a recording for his main channel. I fucking knew it, dude. I called that.
5 o'clock. Then I immediately start bookmarking topics for the next day. And if I think, hey, this is a good topic, I'll...
You notice how none of this is... I'm going to come up with an original topic to talk about.
Bookmark it. Then around 8 or 9, 10 o'clock at night...
I'm going to see what other people are reporting.
I'll try to lock in my opening 3 videos for the next day. Because both my editor and my thumbnail guy are in the UK. Not for any weird reason, but just happens to be that way. So they're 6 hours ahead of me.
Fire them.
And... I also, so then what I do is I try to give them a list of, hey, here's what I think I'm covering tomorrow.
You should give them a list of cut out all the ums and uhs. You do no editing.
There's all the links so you can do thumbnails, stuff for editing. And then I wake up the next morning and I'll bring up everything on my computer, do another search for anything breaking news, or I'll look to see, okay.
This shit's so pathetic.
Did Tim cover this already? Did Benny cover this already? Did Mark Dice cover this already? If they did, I will generally skip a topic because it will underperform.
That's such cap.
Unless it's really, really big news, then I will cover it. But if it's kind of a niche story, I just skip it.
Maybe that's true for niche stories, but...
And it sucks because sometimes...
Oh, so it doesn't suck because you just make the bottom of the barrel. That's basically what you're admitting.
I have the thumbnail done already, and sometimes I've already recorded the video. And then if Tim releases it at 11 a.m., I'm not going to release the same video at 1 p.m. because it'll bomb. For the live stream, it's a little...
This is actually so interesting to hear, like how his well-oiled slot machine works. So funny.
Different. So here's what I'm looking at most days. So on the left...
Here's my ultra-wide screen curved monitor. I'm also losing so much money on the coffee company because of the haters and the trolls and the damn dirty, slanderous trolls ruining my life. Please feel bad for me, but here's my expensive ultra-wide curved monitor.
To have my recording software. On the right, I usually have...
There's no way he has a teleprompter.
Browser open with all the tabs.
Or maybe that's not a teleprompter. Maybe that's just the TV with the times, which he literally could get right fucking here.
for the story, and then I separate them by like an empty browser as I go.
It is an OBS template. It's a fucking PNG. I fucking called it.
Through them. When I'm getting topics for Melanie, I also use the same methodology. I bookmark stories throughout the week, and we're only live 2 days a week. So I keep a different browser on a different window where I will keep stories that I think, oh, hey, this is going to be a good story for Melanie. For example, they have this like OF chick who's LARPing as a conservative commentator. I'm like, that's a good one to get Melanie's take on. Or a school.
After 2 other people had a take on it that you just bookmarked and clicked past because you're probably going to take their take.
School board where they forced pronouns.
Another commentator giving a take on it.
That's a good Melanie story. So I always will denote if it's a good Melanie story, if it's a video game story, if it's a pop culture story. When I bookmark stuff, I put it on the side. Then I always try to find some videos that will make her laugh and that we can have fun with. For example, today's live stream.
Oh, Jeremy, you're going to make me laugh, Jeremy.
You'll see her react live to this individual who's...
She would know a lot about LARPing as a conservative commentator.
Fruited his looms and is running around. I just know that's going to be fun.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Funny. You know, liberal rage crash out. I know that's going to be funny.
Yeah, these are probably all things that you've stolen for short form content. I would not be surprised.
A dumb, confused driver of the culture. So I try to find...
Of what culture? Of what culture? Of what culture, Jeremy? Of what culture?
I try to find topics that I know, like, okay, for my VODs, for my regular story on the quartering, that's where that goes.
I also want to see what's in his OBS. Like, I want to see what scenes he has set up, because the Incredible Salt Mine, he still has that a countdown of vlog. You have an OBS template for your vlogs? You have an OBS scene for your vlogs? Oh my god. Oh man, he probably has different profiles for different things. Jeez, man.
I generally won't watch the whole thing because I want my reaction to be authentic too. Essentially, long story short, preparing topics for a show that airs, 10 episodes a day, 5 days a week is a full job in and of itself. Recording them is much easier. I have to amp up my energy.
Because you no, the fuck you don't.
Recording them is much easier. I have to amp up my energy level for when I'm live.
No, the fuck you don't. You actually don't. You sound just as bored as you do right now. Amp up my energy level. What is that? What do you take, like an energy shot before you fucking... That's such a fucking lie. Recording is so much easier. Yeah, because you never do a second take. You never ask your editors to clean shit up. It's like, you don't make good content, dude.
Or when I'm recording, but other than...
The only reason this is interesting is because he has the ego of someone, he thinks he makes good content. He thinks what he makes is of value. That's what's interesting to me.
And the hard part is actually data mining all the topics. That takes...
Data mining! And it's Google Alerts. It's an RSS feed displayer.
The longest. That takes 4 to 5 hours a day of intermittent check-ins and...
Of checking articles.
Bookmarking and sorting. I keep like a notepad document of all that kind of stuff. Then, once I record a VOD...
Of copying, pasting links. That's his hardest job of the day.
VOD or standalone video, I upload it to OneDrive, where I will title it with the titles I want to A/B test, and then Steven, my editor, will then cut out stuff I need him to cut out, clean it up.
Not at all. Maybe he'll cut out certain embarrassing things, but he won't cut out your uhs and ums and fucking dead air dare.
Upload it, optimize it for YouTube, and
optimize it for YouTube.
Schedule the release. So it's really a well-oiled machine.
That is the only true thing here. It's a well-oiled slot machine of fucking dog shit content.
Basically, between 3 people, keep this whole shop running. And we're basically all working on coffee now, too. So Ben is currently redesigning all of my coffee packaging so that we can be on the shelves at Walmart and Target. They have different requirements.
Regulations.
Than Amazon does, or purely online sales. So like I'm talking to him about that. I'm talking to my printer for the bags about that.
Stop saying bags. 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 I'm from Wisconsin and I say bag. Stop.
During the day. And then really as things break, my editor or my thumbnail guy will send stuff in Signal too. And if it's good enough, I think if it's for a topic, then we'll do it. So it's basically this always moving.
You're fucking too lazy enough to even find some of your topics.
Machine that never ever.
Well, maybe it's like whatever suggestions or whatever.
Ends. And it can be extremely stressful.
But Jesus Christ.
That
could be very stressful. I mean, yeah, I would be stressed out too if I made 6 videos a day without much value.
Burnout about 2 months.
I'd be shocked about how I was staying afloat too.
Months ago, and I have not come out of it. And I think I need a little bit of a vacation. But right now is not the best time for my family, and you don't really want to go on vacation in Wisconsin during the summer. So I just keep grinding and try to up my relaxation stuff. So I've been playing more poker, and I've been doing more stuff around the house, cleaning and stuff like that, just to kind of keep my mind clear. But that's kind of,
Oh, so you're doing regular, normal human things now, like cleaning your house to keep your mind afloat. That's fucking insane that he is basically admitting that he wasn't doing that before.
Day starts at about 7 a.m. in the morning.
A.m. in the morning.
And it ends right around 11 or 12 midnight. Because the last thing I do before I go to bed is check stories. The first thing I do when I wake up is check stories again. Okay, the part you're probably all waiting for.
Oh, I didn't know I was waiting for this.
This will be a little bit shorter. Today's been pretty crazy.
And it's half the video.
I've been dealing with nonsense. But I have...
What nonsense have you been dealing with?
A commitment to you guys to do these vlogs, so I'm going to get this done.
And he's been dealing with nonsense, you guys, and he's telling us about it.
Most YouTubers behind the scenes are total scumbag snakes.
It's about bearing. It's time to rant.
The list of people I've worked with in the past 10 years who are actually loyal, actually your friend, is probably about 1 in 100.
Well, there really barely ever is such thing as an online friend. Like barely is that actually a thing. And you should be well aware of that in the first place. Like you can have internet friends and then friends. Rarely is someone online an actual friend. It's very rare. It happens, but it's rare. So if you put them to the same standards, you're just gonna set yourself up for sadness and failure and looking like a pathetic dumbass, right? On the same token, you and Bering were probably a lot closer than the average online friend, and you still managed to fuck him over.
1 in 1,000. And you find this out when you go through some petty drama.
No, you find this out just by existing on the internet for more than 3 days.
You see which ones are willing to sell you out for $50 in AdSense revenue.
The funny thing is he's putting his AdSense on Bering, and we saw Bering had a great CPM, and his CPM is most certainly dog shit. Because his videos are shorter, they're boring, he's not getting a lot of watch time. He's bloated his page with shorts. A lot of his short form views are not translating into long form views. So his AdSense is most certainly dog shit. He probably gets $50 per 1,000 views.
And sure, I could name a bunch of names. Maybe.
He's such a fucking pussy. Just name the names, dude. You bring them up in every fucking vlog. This is what I wait for, every vlog. And you're never willing to name names, but you'll just go on and on and on and on.
One day I will. But I think it's more important to highlight the rare good ones. The ones that actually stay loyal. I feel like I have always been loyal to the people, to my friends on X. I've taken, or on YouTube
on
or
X?
other video platforms.
My friends on X. My Twitter friends, my mutes, my moots, my oomphs. Oh man, this guy's pathetic. Oh man, this guy's pathetic.
I've taken a lot of heat for people.
I can name a bunch of names of a failed NASCAR driver.
who used to disavow them. And the way I handle my friendships apparently is very different than other people who pretend to be your friend when it means that you'll share their videos or you'll go on their show.
My friends are share for share. That's the extent of our friendship.
Maybe they have a live stream that's just starting up and you take the time to go on it and promote it.
So he thinks he's friends with fucking anybody who goes on his live stream?
Help them get super chats. And then the first second they can make a few bucks slandering your name and and pretending that you're the worst person on the planet. That's what they do. But there's been a few rare cases of people that have kind of stuck by. And
to be fair, I don't think Melanie Mac's YouTube career has ever been going all that well. Like, I don't know her relevancy outside of the quartering drama. I think she used to be like an old YouTuber back in the day and did like a pivot. And I guess is just grifting a bit to stay afloat. So I think she kind of needs Jer in a way. And I think Jer needs her. So
I think it's pretty easy now that
Barry made it. Yeah, we watched it earlier.
I've gone through all this stupid internet drama. It was a very clarifying, very open moment for me, a very revealing moment.
She was a hardcore feminist that worked Kotaku or on IGN. Which one? That's insane. That's really funny.
Quite frankly, I feel blessed to have gone through. When half of the world was unwilling to message me directly, Hucky, get out of there.
You could cut this out. You're paying a guy to edit your videos. You can't cut this shit out.
Well, that's Ruby. German Shepherd content.
Shut the fuck. No, get the fuck on topic. What are you doing? This isn't a live stream.
You guys never see Onyx. Go to see, to show her she would like swimming, and I guess she didn't.
Oh my God.
And some of these people I had been, in my opinion.
Oh my God.
All these people that called themselves my friends. Some of these people I had been, in my opinion, friends with for over 10 years. Talked to, knew their families, celebrated the birth of their kids.
Yeah, we saw this in the
For the most
video.
part, the first chance they could get to make a buck off me in a time when it was popular to do so, that's exactly what they did. And Baba.
Right, they never reached out prior or nothing. And you did nothing to snake them personally either. You didn't lie to the public and lie about them or to their faces or nothing. Yeah, that definitely, none of that happened. You're just an innocent victim, as always, Jer Bear.
Hucky, don't knock that over. But, Ruby.
Dude, that was actually a pretty solid throw. I'll give him
that. Ruby.
That just kind of flew away.
But, you could just say nothing, too, during time.
So can fucking you. So can you. That's literally everything everyone's ever fucking told you is to shut the fuck up. You could just say nothing, Jer.
Of tumultuous stuff, which is what a few people did. And, but there's been one person, and Medicare, Internet Aristocrat, Jim, I remember this, it stuck with me never more clearly than the last 6 months. He used to mock the idea of internet friends and how it was stupid.
Oh my God, so you already know this.
And he's totally right.
No shit. Huh.
He's totally right. Now, I'm not talking about my viewers, but I'm talking about other content creators who are all snakes.
Wait, he tried to deplatform Medicare? I don't know anything about the Medicare stuff, but that's crazy. I didn't know that.
I could do a 2-hour video and lay out just how much of a piece of garbage just about everybody I've worked with is.
Then do it, pussy.
But I haven't done that, and I won't do that. That's not who I am.
Yeah, you are a huge pussy.
Believe me, it's hard sometimes when I see some of the stuff they say or they do or the videos they make. But there's been kind of one person that I really, really thank God that I came across. And it showed me that
and it's Melanie Mack.
Isn't impossible to be friends with some of these people. And that is Melanie Mack.
There it is. There it is.
A true ride or die friend.
I mean, I don't know about all that, but yeah, there are 1 or 2 or 3 people I could probably say that are my internet friends, or are actual friends that I met on the internet. But I have a lot more internet friends where it's a common understanding that, you know, we're friendly towards each other. But I haven't met them in real life. I don't know them like that, you know.
Which is hard to find in real life.
And then there's no, it's not. And then there's real life friends that are real life friends that I know well, that we talk and, you know, I could trust.
And like winning the lottery.
True ride or die for $500. It's like winning the lottery. It is like winning the lottery. You have to pay a bunch of money for anything of worth to potentially happen.
Online. This is someone that refused to pile on at a time when just about everybody else who called themselves my friends were piling on.
This that prom shit. This that what we do, don't tell your mom shit. Bound to fall in love. Cheer bear.
But more importantly, she opened my heart to Christ.
Bullshit, dude. Nah. Here's the Christian LARP.
She got me to go back to church. And that's been a really...
Do a church vlog, please.
Really good thing in my life. And she's also inspired me to... coached me, encouraged me to stop being so fat.
It wasn't the internet comments making fun of you for being fat. That didn't stop you. It was Melanie fucking Mack. Why, so you could rizz her up?
And it's not like I don't have the entire...
Wasn't Charlie Kirk getting shot the reason he went to church again? That's what he said. So...
internet telling me I'm fat. But when
hold on.
And it's not like I don't have the entire internet telling me I'm fat.
Right, and maybe that got to you finally.
But when it comes from somebody who, you know, has like your back, right?
Because Charlie Kirk's death was for nothing. It didn't help Jer actually turn to Christ like he said he did.
It matters more. It means a little bit more. Hey, Yaki. And you know, when it would have been convenient for her to turn on me, make a few bucks on internet.
It wouldn't have been convenient for her. She would have lost the $500 a month that she can reliably get.
That drama. She did the exact opposite. She reached out directly.
Or is it $500 per stream? How could he afford that?
Got the full story from me. Understood the facts of everything.
I feel like he started mentioning church a lot less since he tried to get a CBC brand deal with him. Probably.
And then she did what I never would have expected, and that is like made a video and said, "Hey, you know what? Get effed."
I have a feeling it was contractual. Anyways, it's funny. I want to see what his biggest failure is. That's his next vlog. We're gonna start speeding things up, but maybe if we hit the goal, I'll do more Jer content today because we really don't have much to talk about. I love that shitty intro, dude. He should just start intermittently like making that transition slide, making this a transition slide.
Welcome into this week's...
Okay, that's the most energetic I've ever heard you. And also, what the fuck is wrong with your audio? It started off like at like negative 28 decibels and it was
Welcome into this
fucking jump scare.
Week's vlog.
Chinese billionaire, you have competition with Jer for jump scaring me.
I hope you really have.
Same with one fat pup, dude.
Have a lot of fun. If you're enjoying them, do me a huge favor, leave a like on the video.
Okay, thanks.
And if you saw me post this in a community post or on Twitter or something, make sure you subscribe or follow to the channel. I do.
Wait, is he community posting these videos because they're not getting enough views?
2 vlogs a week. Let's get into it. All right, mini.
What was that transition?
Make sure you subscribe or follow to the channel. I do 2 vlogs a week. Let's get into it. All right.
Did he? What the fuck was that? Was he Was he gonna headbutt the fucking... Was he trying to headbutt the camera?
Let's get into it. All right.
Was he gonna headbutt the goddamn camera? What the fuck is that transition? And he didn't even use that as a transition. He added another transition in post.
Mini section of the vlog. A lot of people ask about my setup. And quite frankly, if you're just a talking head content creator,
dude, if I was still making FNAF fan games, I would totally make Five Nights at Jares.
You don't need a crazy good gaming PC or really anything.
Wait, what did he just say?
My setup. And quite frankly,
we need more camcorder cosplay, dude. Fuck. I can update the the training tape.
If you're just a talking head content creator, you don't need a crazy good gaming PC or really anything like that.
Dude, sit still, man. If you're just a normal talking head content creator, you don't really need any crazy like gamer PCs or nothing. Like you could just like, dude, what the fuck is happening?
You just need a decent computer or a decent laptop and a couple of very affordable options. Yes, I use...
It's all the coffee kicking in, dude. He snorted way too much coffee brand condoms.
Meta PCs, and yes, you can save a little money.
No! Brand. Insert brand.
With my promo code, TheQuartering, but you don't need a $7,000 gaming rig to stream. Unless, of course, you're someone who only exclusively wants to stream high-end games.
Like any gaming YouTuber is tuning into TheQuartering to get advice on your setup.
If you're just...
And by the way, it's not even titled that. It's called My Biggest Failure. The title of the video is called My Biggest Failure. Who is he doing this for?
As a talking head person, here's the things that you need to know. Audio is the most important thing.
Oh, that's fucking rich after that fucking failure earlier. Welcome into... Like, it just fucking... Like, that's awful. Yeah, audio is so important. I just suck at it.
The most important thing.
I want to hear this. I'm actually an audio engineer. Like, that's not a lot. Whenever I say that, people think I'm joking. I actually am. I have a degree in it. I have certifications. I am a certified audio engineer, okay?
Yes, if the video is unwatchable, people won't watch. People won't suffer through it.
Apparently they do.
But what I can tell you is if the audio is garbled or bad or echoey or, you know, not balanced, nobody will watch it.
Yeah, well, maybe he's got a point. Only 4,700 people watch this one. I want to also contest that. I'm a kind of a walking example of that being a bit of a fucking lie. I totally...
Life harassment of Ethan's kids.
This is the same microphone. I kind of fucked the audio here. The transitions are a little too loud. My mic is way over compressed because of a mistake I made in post before rendering. And because of my preamp failing. I just removed it. My Go XLR has a built-in preamp. And this has 1.3 million views and a shit ton of watch time.
Gila's house was covered in dog shit and that the children were walking around eating the dog shit, which led to a false...
But I mean, the audio isn't terrible here. It's just not up to my standard. It's not up to my standard, right? And some of the levels are kind of shitty, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just not up to my standard, right? So.
And this is true of basically every form of media, but
it's got 1.3 million views, so wrong.
Getting your audio right is extremely important. So there's a couple of options you can use. You know, a lot of people will get like a Blue Yeti.
All right, watch it, one fat puppy.
Which is fine. They're a little tinny in my opinion, but they're also USB, and so you don't need to buy all sorts of
I appreciate you, Cam, for picking up Idubbbz's content cup torch that he unceremoniously dropped. Aw. Thank you, Lindsay. That was sweet.
Extra equipment. So that's one option. If you're just starting out, a Blue Yeti is totally fine. I'm going to link all this stuff in the description.
These are all affiliate links, I guarantee it. Yeah, these are all Amazon. So this is just a way for him to make extra money.
Blue Yeti X is what I use when I travel.
If you want to go a little nicer, then you want to use the podcaster setup.
Oh my god, dude. Like that took fucking forever. All right, let's get to his biggest failure.
Music cables.
Oh my god, dude.
But it's not crucial. So many people think, I'm going to start streaming. I'm going to start creating videos. And then they go out and they piss away $6-7 on a setup.
0 days without 6-7. Great.
When you should have spent $500 and spent $5,500 on marketing, right?
Bro, this is more than a gangster and still comes up with nothing. Yeah, that's about right.
Promoting your videos, promoting, buying ads. You don't need all this fancy stuff. Or your cell phone. Like I said, your cell phone with like a DJI mic, it's all you need. So, less than $500 if you're starting out fresh. You don't even...
Why would anybody take advice from this guy? Like, I'm going to skip ahead because who the fuck is taking advice from Jared? I don't want to hear his bad advice. As laughable as it would be, I don't want to suffer through more of that.
43 years old, my mom makes sure that me and my sister have the exact same number of presents to open on Christmas. Every birthday we had, we would get a sheet cake. One side would be He-Man, the other side would be Barbie. I would get...
Thanks, Whitebread. By the way, those gifts are going to start appearing now on Streamlabs on screen. Like, there's going to be alerts now for gifts so that people will be more encouraged to gift things and you get more of a reward than just a little chat thing. So thanks, Whitebread, for the fucking 6-7.
Gift bags. Remember when kids had gift bags at birthdays? My parents made sure that I got to pick out what I wanted in mine. She got to get to pick out what went in hers. There was never any special treatment. And I'll tell you what, having a girl...
Yeah, that's right, one fat pup. One Barbie cake is confirmed.
As a fraternal twin comes in real handy around middle school and high school because you have a constant...
There's 2 of them? Wait, he's a twin? He's got a... There's 2 Jers out there? There's a female Jer? Oh, shit. And Ray this melody back!
Funnel of her friends that you can date.
What? What? Huh?
Because you have a constant funnel of her friends that you can date.
And how did that work out for you, Jer?
My sister always loved that. But...
You try... Oh, dude, your sister probably fucking hated your guts.
I mean, I just had a spectacular time as a twin. It was, and still is, great. I love my sister greatly. We have a bond that is tight. We don't have to see each other very often. I might only see my sister 5 or 10 times a year.
I bet she's really happy about that. She actually wants us to lower those numbers a bit.
She lives like 30 minutes away, but every time...
And she still has... She's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that bullshit.
Everything's great, She knows she can call me if I need something. I know if I can call her if I need something. She's very successful in the medical field. And I'm proud of her. And growing up, it was awesome. So if you're a parent of a twin, as long as you make sure each twin feels special, then... It doesn't matter. I mean, I remember, like, even when...
Okay, I don't care. I don't care to hear about your oversharing about your family. Dude, he's fucking huge.
Now, I could say... I could cop out a little bit. And I might cop out a little bit. And say that it's that I'm too trusting.
Okay, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? My biggest failure. Is he going to start coping about losing friends again?
This week's video, my biggest failure in life.
There we go. 15 minutes in, we're actually into the real subject. This guy is such a fucking pathetic loser. Oh my god. Like, doing this kind of shit was frowned upon for years. And he knows that. And he's still doing it in the Big 26. You're not supposed to be able to get away with getting to the central topic 15 minutes into the fucking video.
Now, I could say...
Who's worse at oversharing, Anissa and Idubs or quartering? I'd say Anissa probably takes the cake because I think she overshares about as much as the quartering. So mix in Idubs with that, then yeah. If you mix in the 2 together, then Anissa and Idubs take the cake.
Say I could cop out a little bit, and I might cop out a little bit and say that it's that I'm too trusting. But
The biggest failure I've ever had in my life.
Shitting your pants in a Walmart.
Probably the Publica or...
I forgot about that. It was like his failed news site.
Exclusively games.
Then the failed gaming website that he basically burned $200,000 of his fans' money. I remember that.
These were projects that probably never should have gotten off the ground.
Exactly. Anissa has to overshare for both parties, right?
In the first place. And projects that cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
No, they did not. They costed your fans hundreds of thousands of dollars, you fucking liar. You didn't pay for shit. Your fans paid for it. It was crowdfunded. Right? Yeah, no, it was definitely crowdfunded. I'm like 99.99% sure of that. Hold on. I'm just going to fact check myself. It's been a bit. It's been about 3 months.
Branding all over.
Okay, that was goated. Exclusively games. Rather than fixing the foundational problems that made the site unprofitable. Naturally, 2 years after its launch, Jeremy would announce that Exclusively Games was shutting down. Okay. Place until it ran out of fuel. Except when the fuel tank ran low, he ran a second fundraiser and managed to get $53,000 to keep the site afloat rather than fixing the foundational problems that made the site unprofitable. Naturally, 2 years after its launch, Jeremy would announce that Exclusively Games was shutting down. Yep, $210,000 of other people's money down the hole with nothing to show for it 2 years later. With multiple business failures behind him, will Jeremy learn from his mistakes by being more responsible with his money? No. But, okay, yeah, just fact checked that. Made sure that's true. Made sure that's true.
I look back at them and see it's okay to fail. I want to say that first and foremost. Suck up.
It's okay to fail. Just doing it multiple times and wasting all your audience's money and having nothing to show for it, probably not as okay. Doing it again, because at first he did it with, what was it, Game Finder, which is notably spelled similarly to the gay dating site Grindr. He also did it with, the Publica, and then he did it again with Exclusively Games. And then there were other business ventures, I believe, in between.
I know you're a good boy.
Shut the fuck up!
There are losers that will make fun of things that fail.
Old Cam looks so young and full of life, buddy. That was 3 months ago. It's literally 3 months ago.
Fail. And, okay, you want to be in this one, Huck? Okay, fine. I don't know if I'm selling...
Is this dog's name Cuck?
A camera or not, but... Be in this one, Huck? Okay, fine.
You want to be in this one, Cuck?
I don't know if I'm still on camera or not, but enjoy Huck Cam. You know, what's the old saying? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's true, but I wish I had not taken these shots because it would have been much nicer to have that money in the bank earning 6% interest in X money right now.
What are you talking about? It wasn't your money. The $210,000 that you spent on Exclusively Games was money that you crowdfunded. You rather just scam the audience out of that money?
Exclusively Games is a website that I started along with the support of my viewers to give video game news that was not woke.
Yeah, the anti-woke business model is so fucking tried and true.
And it was doomed to fail anyway because nobody wants to read about video game news and articles. I don't know why I thought it would be any different for me.
It was doomed to begin with because you promised that you weren't going to do advertising on it and it was purely fan funded. That's why it was doomed.
But the main reason that site failed is because, well, I partnered with a moron.
Or do you just have an alter ego? Is it your schizophrenia demon?
And unironically, it was Ian Miles Chong.
Oh. Well, yeah, two retards try to run a business.
Who stole money from the company and, from what I remember, allegedly, used that money to buy an e-girl that he was trying to impress an iPhone.
He could have just made it. No, sorry, I didn't say that. Sorry, I didn't say that.
turns out the entire time he was stealing my money and not doing.
But what is that out of the 210,000? That's like 1,000. I'm not defending Ian Miles Chong for embezzling money, but I'm also not going to sit here and act like the quartering wasn't just burning all that money.
The work. He was supposed to be writing articles. I suspect he wasn't even writing those articles. I suspect that he was using AI or paying someone else to write them. I don't know that for sure. And
fucking Exclusively Games isn't around with Chat GPT, okay?
The site was just doomed to fail. And then let's talk about the Publica.
I like how he ignores his key failure of not doing advertising on the site, which made it a money incinerator.
A Daily Wire competitor from people inside YouTube, you know, had some big names behind it, but that also ultimately failed. And
your first failure was trying to compete with the Daily Wire and conservative media. Okay, first of all, the Daily Wire itself is from what I've understood of the business side of things, is already a failing organization as of now. Second of all, that's a very oversaturated market. You're not gonna win.
I don't want to disparage anyone, so I won't get too specific.
Pussy.
But I'll say you have to be extremely careful when you're running a business, and that it's always.
Oh, really? How long did it take you to fucking figure that one out?
Always better to run it by yourself.
Dude, me too, Cuck. That's what the dog's name is.
I'll just put it that way.
Oh yeah, you never want people helping you. That's why if Exclusively Games failure was because of Ian Miles Chong, what was the problem with Game Finder? What was the problem with your coffee company? What's the problem with the Publica?
That business, at one point, I had staff members who were still taking a salary from me while actively planning their own other competing website, but they were taking my money anyway.
Were they doing anything? Were you taking inventory on your employees? Are you just retarded?
People checking out. My guess is they just never really liked me or wanted to work with me, but they just.
I wonder why.
Just wanted my money.
I wonder why.
And that site failed.
No shit.
Both sites, though, failed because of me.
Whoa. I thought it was Ian Miles Chong's fault, like you tried to say a few seconds ago, but actually that is the most shocking thing I've ever heard. That is also the most honest thing I've ever heard Jeremy ever say. Is my guy about to actually take a little of accountability? I am awestruck.
I was too trusting.
Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. We had the truth for a few seconds. Now it's because I trusted the wrong people, or not because you were just a massive retard.
In both cases, I thought people I hire work just
Thick diddler.
as hard as I do and are just as committed to the cause as I am. But turns out most of them weren't. There were some very good staff members at both companies. But if you want to do anything, you got to do it yourself. I've learned this the hard way. Hundreds of thousands of dollars I lost on the Publica.
Was that fan funded too? I don't feel like looking that up.
Total financial disaster. Should have been successful.
It was doomed to begin with, man.
If everyone was bought in as much as I was bought in, it would have been. But the real reason...
Yeah, but why do you think people didn't buy in?
That failed is not because people do what people do. It's because I thought foolishly that as long as I'm paying everybody, they'll be as bought in as I am, and they'll work.
No, you have to. You can't just pay people and expect the cogs to move. You got to make sure they're actually doing something. You have to check in on your employees. You have to oversee what they're doing. It's more than just paying people and trusting people or whatever. It's not that you trusted the wrong people. It's also was probably a dog shit idea.
Just as hard as I am, and
I'm going to make a competitor site to something that already exists.
Did not oversee things and rule with an iron fist like I should have. The same with exclusively games. I hired Ian Miles Chong. Yes. You guys wonder why I hate that guy.
I mean, if that's your only reason for not liking Ian Miles fucking Chong.
He called me crying on the phone when I caught him stealing company money and really stealing donor money.
Oh, so now you admit it wasn't your fucking money. Now you admit it wasn't your fucking money, dude. Oh my God, this guy's such a fucking rat.
Because that was crowdfunded.
Yeah.
He stole fizzy lifting drinks. He stole the money. And from what I can tell, what I remember is that he was paying an assistant with it when it was really just him giving money to an e-girl.
I thought he was making her an iPhone.
Now that alone didn't tank the company, but the fact that the guy I was paying to run the site was not running the site failed. That's why it failed. Ruby Doobs, come here. Can you leave it for Pop?
You lose! Good day, sir!
Pop.
Dude, can you stop talking to your fucking dog?
Oh.
Make the fucking video.
Ultimately, as much as cathartic as it would be to like throw individual people under the bus and expose all sorts of dirty laundry, it's still my fault. And that's the lesson I learned.
It's your fault, but not for the reasons that you stated. Notice how Jeremy says Ian Miles Chong's name, but not Bearing or Camelot's because he knows Ian is a piece of shit, that even the lowest of the low are higher than him. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's because he's a total pussy. He wants to have it both ways so he can engage in some blood sports without engaging with actual people that he feels the need to call out.
Okay, Ruby, hold on. Leave it. If you want me to throw it, you have to leave it. Come here. Come here. Ow. What was that?
Oh my God.
They're not buying it. I did hear something. I just don't know what it was.
Oh my God, dude.
Seems a failure on other people. Yes, I think other people involved in these companies would have given it a better chance of success, but I started it. It's my job to make sure people are doing what they were doing, and I didn't
no shit.
do that. I just blindly trusted people, and that was, the biggest mistake I could have made. Again, like I said.
Jesus Christ. I thought he was about to fall.
Hold on.
Oh my God, hold on. We've been doing this for 5 minutes.
At that point, I was like, the Publica took all of my savings. When I finally ended it, people were mad at me. But I had been bleeding cash for this company, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per month.
Yeah, because you're an awful businessman.
But I never set it up right.
No shit.
I didn't set it up for success. I tried to launch too fast. I thought everyone will just go and subscribe and give me money, and we'll use that money to get bigger.
You did. You're pretty well fed.
And people did subscribe, and people did donate for Game Finder. So the ideas, our Game Finder was another one. I thought,
dude, did he just watch the Content Cop or something?
Would have been great and failed. I've had 3 different businesses started in my YouTube career.
I think there were
4 if you include coffee, and only 1 was successful. The coffee has
that's a strong word.
been successful. By the way, the coffee will be available via Walmart.
You've been saying this for over a month, buddy.
By the end of next month.
We'll see.
Right now, you can get it at buycbc.com.
The affiliate link.
And get it shipped directly from Amazon. If you're a Prime member, you get it free overnight shipping. Help me earn back some of the hundreds of thousands I've lost. But at the core
help me earn back from my failures a decade ago.
All of these ideas, whether it was Game Finder, which was an app that was supposed to help people find other people to play tabletop games with, whether it was the Publica, whether it was exclusively games, all of them had an audience. All of them.
And what's funny is he thinks the takeaway was that exclusively games was a bad idea to begin with, when that was bar none the project that most people actually supported and said, hey, this isn't actually a bad idea.
There was a demand. It's just I failed at the execution.
No shit. Okay, next one. Apparently he's in a secret band. Another 40-minute fucking vlog. This one's 3 days ago.
Right, this week's vlog is all of my...
he's using his Quartering Vlogs OBS template.
My hidden bands that I've been in over the years, and you may not...
You have not been in bands.
Know them. Well, now take it easy because the quality is probably subpar, but we talk about a lot of stuff in this video.
Take it easy, the quality subpar. Oh my God. He was just talking about how important the quality of the video is.
Video, including a little tour of the property. Make sure you leave a like on the video. It helps tremendously. And if you're new to the channel, I upload 2 vlogs a week.
Oh my God, dude. Get on with it. What is this?
Guess I have a lot of lawn heads out there.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Your videos get 3,000 views. Oh my God. Is he vlogging himself mowing the lawn?
I'm going to get back to mowing and I'll show you probably my...
Oh my God.
HEPA filter.
He couldn't edit it. He couldn't edit the video to go back the correct orientation. No.
And heat.
You couldn't edit the video to the correct orientation. You just rotate it 90 fucking degrees. You couldn't edit that?
To stop in the middle of mowing to get more gas. I mean, I have it. Always have it, but now I gotta fuel up.
We're back. Dude, okay, we are 12 minutes in, and I think we're gonna get to the actual subject.
I don't know if that's that's my every other Sunday after church routine. Sometimes I go to brunch after church, but then I mow before. And I don't know if you guys probably thought this was pretty boring, but I don't know. Extremely to the point where I skipped right past it. Try to mix it up with some like IRL stuff in these vlogs too. And I hope you enjoyed this section.
All right, so
I didn't.
Many of you probably don't know this, but I play bass, and I've played bass since I was 15 or 16 years old. The reason I started playing bass is just because 2 friends of mine were in a band and they didn't have a bass player. I used to play cello when I was young, but...
Loser. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't know how to read sheet music. I did when back then, but I don't really anymore. And it was just a way to hang out with friends. And in my life, I've been in probably 10 or 11 bands.
10 bands? I want 10 bands. Someone send me 10 bands real quick.
Recorded maybe 4 or 5 full lengths and probably
he's such a bassist.
half dozen EPs.
Hey, hear that? I'm a penis.
Toured around, played a lot of shows, and that's what I did basically for a lot of the time when I was young. And it occurred to me, I don't have any of the music I ever played. Not one CD, not one recording, not one music video. We did do a couple cringe videos.
Please tell me he copes at the end of this. I actually don't care anymore. Yeah, no, this is actually extremely uninteresting. I don't care at all. Sounded like shit. I don't know. I don't care to listen to it. Anyways, that's the quartering.